I'm back. Welcome to my woods. I'm Raccoon 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. I hope you're having a terrific Thursday. The sunset, the sun is setting little by little. It's great to be outdoors. It's nice to see green because a couple months ago everything was just black and just charred because of the wildfire out here and stuff. I can't see with these glasses. They're pretty cool looking. I like them, but so apparently, I lost connection, so I have to start all over again. Well, not all over, but you know what I mean. I feel relaxed. You know, it's nice to get out of the house. My back pain is at a terrible level. Hey, what's up, girlfriend? Here. Oh, you want a hug? Okay, here. Ooh. There. Thank you. Yeah. You like my shirt too? Well, you can't really read it, but yeah. I was on here like a few minutes ago and the whole thing cut off, but how you doing? How's Froggy's back? You didn't work too hard today, right? Well, I'm glad his back is getting better. Right now, my back pain is like at a terrible level. Yeah, right. Yep. When the boss comes, you just, right? Yeah. The sun is setting here and stuff, I haven't slept in 2 days. I don't know why. That's not good though. Oh, hippity hoppity, don't stop. Yeah, I haven't been really sleeping and stuff, and to a certain extent, it's my back, but it's also, I think I have so much on my mind about the stream because I had this vision, okay? And I'm not, like I said, I don't do this for the money, I don't do this for the fame or what, but I have this vision that I want to get it done, I'm passionate about it. I know. I will. Well, Jim's worried about it too. Because he's like, like when he works nights, right? So say if I'm on the computer or whatever, and I have the best husband in the world, okay? He'll make the bed, and stuff, and he'll fold out the blankets for on my side, right? So last night he went to the bedroom, right, when he came home, and he said, "You haven't been to bed yet?" I said, "No." And I get on these kicks, okay, where I want to finish something. It's like I want to finish something, I want to feel accomplished or whatever, but I'm paying the price. You see? And it's either go big or go home or go to the hospital. And I haven't been in the hospital for, well, I had the CT scan and stuff like that, but that's just about it. I've always been like that, you know. Yeah, I get that. Used to be there. No, my body says nope. You're going to sleep. Yeah, but the thing is, all right, hold on. The thing is, I'll get up. Let's say I'm working on the computer. I'll say, well, I have to stretch. I have to get up. Whatever. And then I'll turn off the computer. I'll go in the living room, right? And I'll be watching YouTube with, you know, whatever I'm watching, right? And I start to fall asleep. Then I get second wind again. And then you know, say I'll you know, go back to what I was doing, and I'll come back, right? And then I'll nod off, and then I get second wind again. But that's not good. I should just go to bed. But, you know, I had to finish something. I had to finish it. And it never gets finished anyway. You know? But, yeah, I really do have to get some sleep. Because, hey, when I was on drugs, I'll tell you one. I stayed up for 7 days, 8 days. That was the longest. And believe me, you get a little crazy after a while. You know, you get burnt out. And, you know, but I was never diagnosed with manic depression, like bipolar and all that. I'm not manic depressive. I'm major depressive. You know. But yeah, I get this way, and you know, it is more harm than good. You know what I mean? But and two, I have thick blood. It's not blood cancer or anything else. You know what I mean? I know. Well, you want to knock me over with a 2x4? Come over and hit me with a 2x4. Maybe that will help. No, that's not going to help because I have a hard head. I'm from Jersey, remember? Hard head makes a soft ass, right? I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Really, I am. Yeah. Let me ask you, what do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking. I don't know if you told me or what. What? Yeah, like I thought I can't see with these glasses on. Okay, and when I looked, I thought it said you're a date. You know, you're like a, I guess like a dating. You know, like a matchmaker type thing for humans. I don't know, like, but yeah, I. How long have you been working there for? I bet you have a lot of data on me. I bet you guys have a lot of data on me. So does the Chinese. Oh, 15 years. Jin's been working for Nordam for 20. 15 years is a long time. That's a good company to work for. Did they do anything for your 15th anniversary? They gave him a watch. Oh, really? Well, doesn't that suck? That's bad. These companies really have to appreciate their workers more. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate Jim, I'll tell you that much. During COVID, he survived 2 layoffs because they were laying off people. You know, and there's times like you know, like with my back, right? Say if I'm really having problems with my back and with anxiety attacks or whatever, he'll come home and he'll use up all his time or whatever, right? And I feel bad about that. Okay, I really do. Um, but I can't rely on them. I can't talk loud. You know, my voice carries, but yeah, welcome to my world. But I'm not redneck. I'm from Jersey, baby. And you're ignorant. No problem. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Oh, that's good. You can grow tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff like that. My nephew-in-law, he's been gardening for years, and he grows these tomatoes. They taste so much better than the grocery store. Have you noticed that when you go to the grocery store and like get tomatoes, they taste like cardboard. They have no taste to them, nothing. But when you grow them yourself, it's like, oh my god, it's like heaven, right? I actually want to get, like my first move here. I was gonna do a patio, because this is like a sanctuary, right? And I couldn't do it because of my back, but I can't. Cantaloupe. Oh, I love cantaloupe. What about peas? Do you have a problem with deer? Uh, oh yeah. Well, that's good. We get a lot of deer here too. But my nephew-in-law, he's good. He's a good gardener and stuff. Because every time they grow like tomatoes, because they know I like tomatoes, they'll give me some, or they'll get like chili peppers or something like that. And what, man, look. I'm gonna tell you something. I have great video of raccoons. I'm hoping within 30 days that one raccoon is gonna sit right on my lap. I'm hoping, but I'll like open up the back door a little bit, and I'll give him cat food. And he gets so angry at me. He's like, don't give him the cat food because it's so expensive. I give it to him anyway. But, right? But that brings joy in my life. Why I see the raccoons, the possums, or whatever, right? So I'll, give him a scoop of cat food. And I'll put it there on the step, right? And then, I give them fresh water and stuff, right? And so they come. They come. I haven't seen the possums around lately, but there was this one. I thought everybody died in the fire back there, okay? And I got depressed and everything else, but they're back, right? Last night there's two of them. Well, for the past couple nights there's two of them, and they stretch. I mean, they really have. I mean, length with their stretches, right? So here they're like, on stuff. I have it on film. I have it on and stuff. I want to make a funny video about this, but Yeah, me too. I haven't seen the armadillo or anything. we have an armadillo that comes around, and my husband's I don't know what he's trying to say, but anyway, but yeah, I mean, but we have no bear here. In Jersey, we had a lot of bear. I ran into one of them. My mom's boyfriend. I think I told you this because you had a pet raccoon too, right? At one point, if I remember correctly. See, I did all those drugs for many years, and my brain's not fried. People get so freaking shocked. Say I haven't seen, say a viewer in a long time. I'm like, oh, how's your mother? And they're like, you still remember that? Thank God, right? All right, so yeah, my mom's boyfriend had a raccoon and a skunk, and both of them, their names were Hunts, like Hunt's ketchup, and I actually fed them. I guess I'm trying to be like my mom's boyfriend, right? And see if I could get them on my lap or something. There's a guy in New York State, okay, and he has like maybe 50 raccoons, I swear, and he feeds them. And I'm not gonna do this, but he feeds them like bunches of hot dogs and everything. Oh yeah. Well, sometimes my mind goes blank. I'll talk, and all of a sudden, boop, and I get frustrated with it. It's I don't know if it's menopausal or from COVID or I don't know, but I've always had good memory. Yeah, I went to the hospital. What a few months ago, I got up and I blacked out and I fainted, and they rushed me to OSU, right? And so I vaguely remember this and stuff. This is what I was told. The nurse usually takes care of me. We know each other, okay? But she asked me, I don't remember this. She asked me, she said, what year is it? I said 1985. And she thought I was joking with her because we always joke with each other, right? And she says, oh, yeah, huh? What year is it? 1985. And she's like, something's not right here. So she went to get the doctor, and all these people were coming to my room, like, and they're like, who's the president? I said, Ronald Reagan. I said, what's going on here? And they were like, oh my God, something's wrong with her. Like, oh yeah. And they know right away why I'm there. Oh, Vicky, it's her back again. And all that, yeah. They all know me. I mean, it's not a good and I'll tell you something. When I go, say if I had to stay in the hospital, like, like for like when I had my ankle operated on or when I had my fall, right? it's like a party in my room. They love me there, you know, because a lot of patients, and they told me this. A lot of patients don't talk to them or nothing. They'll just, oh, here's your medication, here's your dinner, and they don't talk to them or nothing. When they come in my room, it's like a party, and they're like, oh, we gotta go, we have to go, all that stuff, you know. So they know when I'm admitted, it's gonna be a party. I'm like that. They all, anywhere I go, I'm like life of the party. I might be clean and sober, okay? I'm not dead. I still know how to party, be wild and crazy and all that stuff. You know? Yep. That's me. Even when I was in my addiction, I was the same way. Thank you. But I will admit, when my addiction was getting pretty bad or whatever, or my head was getting like this big because of my arrogance and, cockiness and self-centeredness, whatever, it was getting pretty bad. Like, you really don't want to get to know me. I didn't want to get to know you unless you had something for me. You know what I mean? But I tell people that, it's like, you wouldn't want to know me. You know. But, you know, when I feel good, when my back pain's at a terrible level, I'm so alright, Yeah. Yep. I told Jim, I said, I don't want you ever to see me as vicious. Because that's what they used to call me. And stuff. Because I had like a tongue like a viper and all this. I mean, I started a lot of, I was like, because everybody wanted me. Okay? Everybody wanted me. They didn't want the rest of the guys. They wanted me. Because sex sells. You know what I mean? And they weren't going to change me. I made that clear. Michael Sweet from Striper called me the devil's daughter. Because I was at, like, they used to throw out little black Bibles, right? Striper, right? And so I got a whole thing of them. I poured alcohol on them. And I threw them out on the stage and stuff. A couple of them hit Michael in the head. And oh my God. Because the hairspray, Aquanet, you remember Aquanet? Yeah. Devil's daughter. I used to go through a whole case of Aquanet. What? Well, we all did. Those were other days, though, you know, until, like the animosity and the backstabbing and, the drugs, forget it. But I should have been dead years ago. You know, if I was still in the music industry, I would have been dead. They don't care about people. They don't care about their roster. You know what I mean? They're worse than the mafia. I'm gonna tell you that much. So much. Yeah. But I still had to deal. I still had to deal with the consequences of my addiction. Like with my daughter. Okay, she got adopted out of the family. Um, I've accepted it, but sometimes it. When I hear something about the foster care system, we're having a lot of bad problems with the foster care system here in Oklahoma. Okay, it rubs me the wrong way. Okay. Mother's Day is, but yeah. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this too. I'm not saying you. I'm sure you're a wonderful worker. But nowadays, if you go to the dentist's office or you go to say Taco Bell, or if you go to what people, it's like even in the mental health industry. Oops, sorry. Even in the mental health industry, like say on a crisis line, I like say sometimes when I go through bad panic attacks, I call a crisis line through my iPad though, right? And they're just there for the money. People don't give a shit anymore. It's not like in the old days where the customer's always right. Remember that saying? The customer's always right. And you know what? I remember, there was times where if you worked at a fast food restaurant, they would give you free food. Like if you worked there, Not anymore, they don't. And then you have to talk to like say if you have problems with a bill, or you have to call the bank, or you have to call the electric company, you have to talk to a freaking machine. A freaking AI crap. You know? Even on the computer, when I had to talk to support for one of my AI sites or whatever, it's like, I want to talk to a human. I'm like, I get off like that. I'm like, I want to talk to a human. Because that's all they are now. All these AI agents and all that crap. Bullshit. But yet I work with AI, so, And a lot of these companies don't own up to their mistakes either. Like what they did to me on YouTube with the suspension and giving me a strike. But all these people, a lot of these streamers, I don't know how, it's like they have copyright material on their streams. I. But I think sometimes it's trolls just like, you know, mass complaint against me. And it could be the algorithm too, but still. Yeah. But people just don't care anymore. It's sad. You know? And a lot of these people do their jobs half-ass, and they cut cut corners, or it's like you know. I mean, I this past week I called my mother, right, and this receptionist who was Chinese, she was she was speaking in broken English, very little English and stuff, and like I want to talk to my mother, Karen, whatever, and and she's like, well, she's in church. I'm like, church? It's Monday. And she said, well, call back in a half hour. I call back in a half hour. She's she's like, I'll connect you to the room. I'm like, she doesn't have a phone in the room. Even though I paid for it, because I think she broke the phone. The phone's broken. I don't know, whatever. So because the lady told me the day before they were gonna give her another uh, uh, phone, right? So so she tried to connect me to the room. Ring, 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 ring. No answer. I hang up. I call the front desk again. She's not answering. Well, let me connect you to the nurse's station. Ring, ring, ring. Nobody at the nurse's station. I call her back, and then she's like, I'm like, can't you just go down my mother's room and say I want to talk to her? No, I can't leave the front desk. I can't leave. I'm like, what do you mean you can't leave the front desk? And they do just enough. So then I got so frustrated, right? I call her back. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. I said, I'm gonna call my lawyer. What's your name? And she transfers me to the. She never gave me her name. Yeah. Kids don't want to work. They want to be like Trout or Ninja or Doctor Disrespect or whatever, or Mr. Beast. They're lazy. But you know what? It all starts at home. It all starts at home. And the pandemic made it worse. And also the social media, the cell phones and all that crap, But what gets me is, right, my husband makes good money. He's been working in there for 20 years. But now they want to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Really? Come on. I joked with him. I said, I hope to God, because there's a lot of plane crashes that has been happening. I said, I hope, uh, some of these plane crashes weren't on your watch. Like you built the plane. Yep, you're right. And even when President Trump signed that bill for no tax on tips and no uh, you know uh, taxes on overtime, you know, believe me, we haven't seen the worst of it yet. That's all I'm gonna say. And there's still sellouts in government too. Like the Jeffrey Epstein case. Okay? Don Dan Bongino said, "Oh, we had to, he's like, yeah, he didn't kill himself. He didn't kill himself." Now all of a sudden, when he's with Cash Patel, "Oh yeah, I saw the files. Yeah, he did kill himself." Bullshit. And all that time he said he did kill himself. And Cash Patel in that interview looked like he was on fucking crack. He was like this. So, there's still shenanigans going on in Washington. I should actually do like a parody of Cash Patel. Because he did look like he was on crackers or on meth. Even Dan Bongino didn't look right. Like they were held against their will or something. Like if they really said the real truth and stuff, oh, maybe they were going to be offed. They were going to be whacked. Right? That's why, like I say on my stream, sometimes you have to just stay away from the white noise and not get sucked in the darkness. Because it'll just eat you up. You know? And I'll tell you one thing too, with this Elon Musk, alright? It seems like he's always up Trump's ass too. And I don't like that. No, I will. Thanks for dropping by, girlfriend. I love you. And don't let the turkeys get you down at work. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off anyway because the sun's going down. Say hello to Froggy for me. Ribbit, ribbit, hippity hop, don't stop. Wait, there's a... Oh, really? What, does he talk like in a soft monotone voice? Hippity hop! Don't break your back! Oh my god. I had to look him up. His name is what? Stephen Dalton? Yeah, I mean it is what it is, you know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, do that. If that doesn't work, well, I guess my husband has to hit me with a lead pipe or something. But even that won't work. I have a hard head, remember? Night, night. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate you. Oh, here. Oh, okay. Here we go again. Oh, there we go. There you go. I hope I didn't break your ribs. Oh, boy. Much love to you, too. I won't go to bed, and I always say, well, I'm going to go to bed after the cigarette. It never happens. You know? So, but I will. Oh, I bet you when after I take a shower and then it's really gonna hit me. But I'm afraid that I'm actually really afraid that my back's really gonna act up tomorrow. And gym's off tomorrow, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not going back on the computer tonight and stuff. I'm just, you know, it was a good change that I came out here to stream. I needed it. I feel relaxed. My back's at a terrible level with the pain issue. I saw the notification. If you're still listening, uh, I feel like I'm getting a lot accomplished. Like I said with my stream, like with the revamping, the redesigning of my stream and whatever. You know, I feel good about it, but I can't. I had to find a balance. I've always. I can never find a balance. You know, I even bought clocks for my studio. Do I use them? No. You know, I don't. I don't. There's one aspect of my stream that I really want to get done, but I'm not gonna worry about that until the end. And I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is because it's gonna be a surprise. All right. I'm surprised all the cats went in the house. I saw your notification. If you're listening, I can't see with these glasses on. I mean, well, it's the print's small on the phone, so that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. I hope tomorrow Jim gets paid tomorrow, but maybe, hopefully, love you. Oh, hey! I saw your notifications too with an image. I can't right now, but I love you too. You just pop out of nowhere, huh? Everybody loves my glasses, but I can't, like. Hey, what's up, Gamer Pro? What game are you a pro at? I am the Queen of Battlefield, and don't you forget it. I still am. I haven't played it in years, but I still am the Queen of Battlefield, and don't you forget it. Oh, excuse me. Thanks for dropping by, Gamer. I truly appreciate it. Roblox and Fortnite. I was pretty good at Fortnite. You can ask my husband that. I was pretty good at Fortnite. Roblox, I only play like maybe a few times. You know what? Do you play with the squad or do you do it with solo on Fortnite? For a while, I thought Fortnite was dead. I haven't gamed in a few months because I'm concentrating on my streaming. But solo, have you gotten to first? I did many times. I'll watch people like or I'll watch some of my old clips too, and it's like, oh, I want to go back and play that game. Like Fortnite or COD or Battlefield or whatever. You know. But right now, I'm too like involved with AI and streaming and all that stuff. You know. And plus, this summer, I really want to paint. You know. Yeah. What's your favorite COD? I used to love Advanced Warfare. That and Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was the best. And I think what the worst game was, it was right after Advanced Warfare. It was the game right after that. And I didn't get it. Because everybody was complaining about it. Everybody was complaining about Advanced Warfare too. Whatever, you know. I have haven't gotten Black Ops 6. I decided, because I was more, I was focusing on my computer stuff. Oh man, I do miss gaming at times. I miss I miss gaming with my husband. You know. Do you play GTA? Are you on Xbox too, or on PlayStation? My husband and I, we met on Xbox, by the way, back in 2015, and we were like the Bonnie and Clyde of GTA 5. Hey, maybe we ran into each other. Xbox sucks anymore. When I got my Xbox One for a Christmas present for my son got me an Xbox, right? And that's when the Lizard Squad did that DOS attack. Well, anyway, so Xbox used to be so much fun with Upload Studio, and you could transfer your game clips straight up on YouTube just like that. And I mean there was a lot of problems with like boosting views for trending or whatever. But it used to be fun. Now it just sucks. You know, it just sucks anymore. They had a good thing going with the even with the Xbox clubs, and then that just you know. But are you gonna get GTA 6? Oh, PlayStation 5 too. I used to have PlayStation 3. So what do you think is better, PlayStation 5 or Xbox? Yeah. My son, my son, because he got me my Xbox right in 2004, yeah, Christmas 2014. He's like, "Oh, are you gonna get the new Xbox? It's gonna be really good. It has so many exclusives." And I'm like, "No, I'm on PlayStation 3. I'm not gonna pay to play video games. PlayStation 3 is free, right?" And lo and behold, on Christmas Day, I got an Xbox with Advanced Warfare, Titanfall. He got me a lot of games too. I never, you know what? I never played Minecraft. I'll tell you why. My son, okay, before the guy sold it to Microsoft, right? He used to play Minecraft on the computer before it became really big. Before that guy sold it to Microsoft, right? So he showed me, Minecraft and whatever, and he showed me this guy that made this, made a house or whatever he did, right? And he picked up the torch, and the torch dropped, and all his house was burning, and all this stuff, and he was freaking out. This guy on the computer, and I said, nope, I'll never play that game. That would be my luck if I did that. You should look it up on Xbox, or I'm sorry, YouTube, about the guy dropping the torch and the whole thing just, and he couldn't do anything about it. Have you seen the new movie with Jack Black? The Xbox movie. Oh my God. The Minecraft movie? I have Xbox on my mind. Jack Black does a lot of game stuff. You did? Did you do the what? Duck jockey? When they say duck jockey, everybody flips out and does body slams to people and all that. They said it took years to make that movie because they didn't figure out like how they were gonna tell the story or do it, like have a plot for the movie or whatever. Were you a part of that? Did you throw soda at people and popcorn all over the place? I think listen. I'll be honest with you. All right. I think I would have done the same thing. You know why? Because I'm just that kind of a crazy Jersey girl. My husband would be like, "What are you doing, Vic? What are you doing?" I would. I'm just like that. Did you ever watch that the YouTube streamer Dream? Or no, that's not his name. I think Dream is another Minecraft player, right? But it's I can't. He died recently. A couple of years ago, he died of cancer or something like that. And he was a very big Minecraft streamer. But yeah, I think back in 2015, because on Xbox they had, people making videos and whatever, right? And I was like, I would get interested in doing Minecraft and stuff because it's relaxing, right? But I never did. I never did. I probably won't either. Actually, what, COD 5 or whatever, they had like a Minecraft level on there where you it was like an obstacle course, Chicken jockey, right. I think our stream is very delayed. So if you had a game, one game to pick, whether it be COD or Minecraft, which one would you pick? You only had one choice, either COD or Minecraft. No, I'm not. No, no. I appreciate the compliment. I really do. Thank you. I try. I try so hard. You haven't seen. You haven't seen nothing yet, baby. No. But you know. But thank you. It makes me feel good when I get compliments like that. And I'm enjoying the conversation with you. It's just nice to come on here to have conversations with people. You know, whether it be about video games, about, you know, what's going on in the world today, you know, about our lives, right? What's going on in our lives or whatever. People don't know how to communicate anymore. They forgot all about that. You know? And it's sad. I'd rather talk to people than text people. You know what I mean? But I've been working on trying to revamp my stream, and I've been up for 2 days, and I'm trying, I had to get some sleep, but you know, but yeah, my stream won't get done until like maybe July because it's that much technical stuff that I have to do. You know. We'll see, right? But I don't. But I don't do this for the money. I don't. I do this to help people. You know, whether it be if they're struggling with drugs or alcohol, mental illness, whatever. You know, I'm here. That's the only reason why I do it. I don't do this for the fame either. I've had my 15 minutes of fame, you know, but I'm just saying. So where are you from? Oh, bye. Thanks for coming by. I truly appreciate it. I think after this cigarette, I am going inside. And I'm going to take a shower. And then I'm going to lay down. I have to. I have to. You know, I don't think the raccoons are going to be fed tonight. Oh no, they'll still be fed because I'll give them some food before I take a shower and stuff. But I won't be waiting on them either. So they're getting a break from me. It's so peaceful out here. You know what I mean? And but I'm so grateful that we still have our house. You know, I'm so grateful that we still have this whole property. You know, when I walk out that back door and I just see green instead of all charredness and ash and whatever, yeah, you know. But we were that close to not having our house being burnt up. And actually, well, you can't see it now because it's getting dark, but there's some charredness uh, with this bench here, with these chairs. And oh, wait, you know what? Let's see if you can see that. You see that? That's my old gaming chair. That got burnt up, and that's been there. So that's how close the fire was. And the shed was burnt up. My studio, the, uh, the one corner of the skirting where my studio is, all melted. So we were lucky and we were blessed. And I was thinking too, like with these my husband has to cut these tree limbs because that's the first thing I thought of. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, the fire's gonna go up the trunk and then go across here. Scary experience, guys. I'm telling you. But I feel like I was just in shock. Yeah, honey. I will after the cigarette. How's your night so far, honey? Anyway. Oh, stop, okay? Stop. Stop it. They bring me joy in my life, okay? They might be a nuisance to you, but they bring joy to me. And I'm going to have that one raccoon on my lap one day. I don't know when, but I'm hoping that that one raccoon and stuff, you know, because he comes right up the stairs now when I'm there, so I don't, we'll see. I don't tell you to go to bed. You know. But I know, I mean, Hello. Hi. Welcome to my stream. How are you tonight? What am I doing? I was actually talking to my husband on here. Well, that's good to hear. I always love to hear positivity. I'm just sitting out here, enjoying the peacefulness. You know, I am about to go inside because it is getting dark, though, but I can stay out here for a little bit. Is it fun? Yeah. Yeah, of course it's fun. When you get away from the white noise, right? When you're not scrolling your life away, right? It's good to just, you know. Hello. Cool. All right. What am I doing? I am sitting outside. And I'm enjoying the fresh air. And you know what? Yeah. I'm taking my glasses off. I don't need them anymore. Thank you for the hearts. I truly appreciate it. I don't, you know what? I don't go out much myself. You know why? Because I deal with a lot of back pain. You know, and my husband and I plan on going out. Sometimes it's like, oh, I can't go out because of my back. You know? Yes. I've been dealing with this for a long time, and I just don't want surgery. I've had 8 surgeries on my left leg. I almost lost my left leg in an ATV accident. I had surgery here, so that's why I don't want back surgery. But you know, and that's why. And I'm going to tell you something. That's why I've gained so much weight. Is because I can't get around much. I love to cook. You know, I can't stand up for longer than 10 minutes. But, you know, life on life's terms, right? And my back pain chips away at me too. You know. Well, I appreciate that. Hi, Cheese. How's it going? You know, I have made cooking videos before, but I never put them up on YouTube. I would love to do a cooking video. I don't cook that much anymore because of my back. I can't stand for more than 10 minutes. But, you know. Up, 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 up. I, my husband and I have insurance, health insurance. Well, thanks for dropping by, Cheese. I truly appreciate it. I've made cooking videos like a few years ago, and my husband, it was funny. It had to do with liver, cow's liver. He doesn't like cow's liver. I like liver and onions and all that, because you know, but he doesn't. But it was the way I was making the cooking video. How old do you think I am? I'll give you three guesses, and the first two don't count. 50. Wait, what did you? You said 53. Nope, wrong. I'm 21. I'm 21 with 33 years experience. 21 forever, baby. I'm 21, right? Are you good at math? I'm 21 with 33 years experience. But you were close. Yes. But you were close. You were close. Yep, I am. Yeah, let's go. You were good. Oh, you know what? I hate to do this to you, but it's getting dark. Well, it is dark, duh. And well, that's good. It's getting dark, what? And I had to cut the stream. I'm actually enjoying. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll be on tomorrow if you're not doing anything. I'll be on tomorrow, but I'll be on my computer, not on here. But I do appreciate the conversation. And thanks for dropping by. I truly appreciate it. But I hope you have a good night. And don't, get drowned by the white noise on the internet. And thanks for the hearts. Much love right back at you. And you have a good night also. So, you guys, it's been fun. And, smiles all around. And I'm Rock Queens, everyone coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. I'm signing off. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Oh, wait. Oh, frog. Oh, my God. Why? Oh, you know what? All right, guys, hold on. I'm going to kill you, frog. Hold on. We're going to do this. Wow, style. Hold on, guys. I'm still here. We're going to do this. I have to put my glasses on. Hold on, guys. God. You just hopped in at the wrong time, Frog. Hippity hop, don't stop. All right, here we go. Boop. Watch me trip. I can't see with these glasses on. Hold on. Oh my God. Uh. All right. Up the stairs we go, and it's gonna hurt my back. Oh, my back. Oh, you got. Ah. Oh, my back. Woo. You like my glasses? I'm here. I'm here. All right. Here we go. Wait, hold up. Woo! There. My hair's a mess. So we made it work, guys. I'm still around. Thanks to Froggy. Hippie hop, don't stop. All right. So we have to fix this. My hair's a mess. Oh, here. Come here. There. There. I haven't slept in 2 days. You know why? Because I've been working on my stream. I have all these ideas. And, it's my back, too. Now what? Sometimes it's like I just keep going and going and going. You know? Exactly. Exactly. Oh, my pumpkin face. Nice to see you, Froggy. Froggy. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know why I couldn't get to sleep. It's from like all my ideas for my stream, because I think I told you last night that I'm really working on a bigger stream, like, and I think it's really like more than I can chew. You know what I mean? Nice. Oh, here, let me give you a hug. Here, wait. Oh, get a hug. I do that to Lolly. The other night in my studio, I gave her a hug, and my whole camera froze and everything. And I said I was gonna ban her because you ruined my camera. Now, but yeah, I think it's just the excitement of the stream, and everything. You know, it's a lot of. I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of work. I think big. I mean, you know, I'm over the top, and you've seen my stream, Froggy. You know how much effort I put into it. But sometimes too much is too much. I know that. Oh, are you talking to know it. She's your wife. I myself been trying to hold on. Wait a minute. I need glasses. I myself been trying to also make content, and I don't really know what to do next after making a post. Well, you know what you do? Write this down. Go to vidIQ, right? Oh, I was like, what the? I'm thinking, what the hell is he? I know that. I mean, jeez, she was just on like what, a half hour ago. I'm thinking, what? Huh? um, go to vidIQ. Go to Google Trends. Google Trends. You know, you can always come on here, right? And we can come up with something for you. You know? You have much love back to you. But the most important thing is, you know, do it for fun. Because if you think of it as a job, which it will become a job, trust me, it feels like a job to me because I'm working on it all the time now. But do it for fun, and think of a video that you would love to see, that you're attracted to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I like watching like COD videos or Battlefield videos or pinball videos or whatever, right? Well, okay, I'll make content with that. You know, you're not gonna please everybody. Trust me. What kind of videos do you usually make? No problem. I've been at this a long time. A long time. Ever since Mixer. Oh. Well, you can make collages and stuff. Or you can do like, you know how they have these apps on the phones, like CapCut or Happy Face. You know what I mean? Where you can make funny, you know, shorts about you guys. You know. You'll get there. You know, it. So, I mean, I like making funny videos too. Okay? And I think, you know, something's funny, like, you know, I'll put something out, right? And it won't do as well. But if I put something political on there, oh, it blows up. You know, it's a hit or miss. And it's not your fault. You know, at least you got it out there. And it doesn't mean that people aren't going to see it ever. You know what I mean? Because I have videos that's been on my channel and stuff, and sometimes I'll get a comment from that I made a video like maybe a year ago. I get a comment on it. So, I don't worry about it. And people don't get the joke, that's on them. And I'm going to tell you something. People in this world now, they don't have a sense of humor. They forgot to laugh. They forget to have fun. All because of COVID. You know what I mean? Oh, all right. Well, thank you for joining us. I truly appreciate you. I hope you come back again. Well, same here. And you were almost right with my age. Well, thank you for the conversation. Have a good night. Much love back to you. Now, I'm gonna have a cigarette. I was that frog. I'm telling you, frog. I was that close, to shutting down the stream, and then boop. Like you were a Carolina frog, that's with your long legs and boop. I'm like, what the? Oh my god. Oh, I'm telling you. But your back's feeling better? It must be if you hopped in on the stream. Boop. Oh my god. Use ice. And maybe if you can get icy hot. I hate anything like mixed vapor rub. My mom used to hold me down like a wrestler and put that mixed stuff on my chest. Oh my god, I hated it. With the icy hot, I'm the same way with icy hot. It's like it burns, it's burning. Ah. Even been gay, but yeah. No pain, no gain, right? But my back gets so bad. And right now my back is at a terrible level, but it's creeping up now, because I walked up the stairs. I'll blame you, Frog. I blame you. I should ban you for that. Anyway, so, yeah, sometimes it gets really bad. I know when I finally put my head on that pillow, I'm just gonna go out. But because of my back pain, I've gained so much weight and stuff. Oh, okay. I'll remember that. If the cat's knock over the candle, I blame you. How many dogs do you have? We had 3 dogs, and they all died. You know that. And then I had 4 cats in Jersey. 5. Oh my God. Are they, you know, are they all different sizes? I want to get a goat. I want to either get a miniature cow, a goat, you know, and Jim's like, if you get a cow, he's like, don't disrespect me, you know. I want a kitten. I want a kitten. I want a kitten. We have 2 little kids outside, like, but we don't know where they are now. But my my ex boyfriend, my first love, um, well, no, my other friend had no. My ex boyfriend, my first love, had a German Shepherd named Kojak, and then my friend Mike had a German Shepherd, and he actually put uh, earring, like an ear, like a hoop earring in his ear, and he used to wear like a bandana, like, you know, and we used to put spikes on his paws and stuff. Rocktastic. Yeah. But Bandit and stuff, we used to, like, I know it's wrong, but we used to, you know, give him beer and pot smoke in his face and everything. But, well, see, that's what I would do. See, I had a sister-in-law that passed away about 2 years ago. She was a crazy cat lady. That house she was in should have been condemned. That's how bad the cats were. Okay? But all these cats are from her. All my cats are gone. Like, you know, anyway. Uh, but when she passed away, she had the cats over there, right? And she had a dog named Monster. And I was stressed out because Ann never trained Monster. You know what I mean? And so I don't know what happened to that dog. I hope nobody shot it because, you know, he's not with us anymore, okay? But my husband will go to Ann's place to feed the cats over there so they don't come over here. But there's like 2 or 3 stragglers underneath the house. You know what I mean? But he's always afraid that I'm gonna get a whole bunch of cats, like, you know, his sister. I'm not like that. I want a baby goat or a miniature cow, you know, because I love my cows. You know. And there's a place in Sand Springs, in the next town over, where they give away baby goats for free. And even miniature cows. And they will deliver it. They will deliver them for free too. And I was looking at like, you know, like with Tractor Supply. You know how, you know, because, you know, you watch homesteaders on YouTube, right? But it's expensive for the fencing and stuff, and then because this one girl I watched, her name is Appalachia homestead, and her name is Petra. And she raises a lot of goats and on her homestead. But she said it's so expensive with the gates, with the stalls, and then she said with the feed, that's not cheap either. You know? And I mean, we have the four cats here, and well, the raccoon. Don't forget the raccoons. I feed the raccoons, the cat food, and that's been going up a lot too. And Jim gets so stressed out, like don't feed the raccoons. You know, but they bring me joy in my life, so. But yeah, I think he's afraid that, like, because when it came time for, wait, I'll show you. Wait a minute, wait a minute. All right, can you? All right, so that's Pawnee. We have a tribe, okay? So that's Pawnee, and that's wait, Cherokee. Can you see Cherokee? And then we have Muskogee. Like I said, a tribe, and there's Lunar. And yeah, it gets pretty expensive. Because we get them wet cat food too, and then we get them treats, like the temptation treats and stuff. And I spoil my cats. Okay, I give them birthday parties. And when I first moved here from New Jersey, I forget whose birthday it was. I think it was Magellan's. We had a birthday party, right? And Jim's like, a Jersey thing. I'm like, no, people do it. They give birthday parties to their cats and stuff. He's like, no, not around here. They don't. But it's funny too. I'm gonna tell you a story. It was Muskogee's birthday, his 6th birthday. So I said to Jim, "Can you go to the dollar store and get him, a card, right? And a balloon and candles, right?" He went to Dollar Tree, and he couldn't find anything. So he asked this one lady. He said, "Do you know where the balloons are? I'm trying to find a 6." And eventually he came out like he told the woman, "Yeah, well, it's our cat's birthday." Yeah. But that's what I do. Just like, like with Easter or like with like with Christmas, you know, Santa comes, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know. I think they laughed and stuff, And I told him too. I said, I want you to bring Cherokee to Coyote Park. I want them to go out to the park, like to the state park or whatever. And he's like, no, we're not. I'm like, yeah, we are. He said, no. I said, why not? He said, they're going to run away and get lost. I said, no, they're not. They won't do that. Because my cats used to go to the park back in Jersey. And Chips, he was a pretty hefty, cat. And this one little girl, when we were going up the slide, he actually went down the slide. Chips. He actually went down the slide. And this one little girl said, thought it was a dog. And they're like, oh my god, that's a cat. Yeah, and so Chips went down the slide, and we didn't have no chain on him or anything, or a leash. You know? And he loved going to the park. But, I trained him well. I trained Jim well. Just like when my first move here, right? On the 4th of July, right? Everybody, this is a family compound, right? It's like the Charles Manson family compound, if you know what I mean. No, it's not like that, but, I call it that because, this is like a family compound. This has been around for years, okay? So anyway, so I was here for 4th of July, and they have, like, the family, does their music and fireworks and whatever, So, we still had, like, Chips, Magellan, and Fluffy, right? My cats. And they were still trying to get used to the place because we had 3 dogs. We had 2 dogs, right? And another cat here. And they would be hiding in the back bedroom, right? Well, anyway. So, my crazy cat lady sister-in-law, I miss her and stuff. I really do. She had a whole bunch of kittens. And she said, oh, look at it. And, oh, this is Teacup. He gave these guys weird names, okay? And all that. So, and Jim says, no, you're not going to take the cat home. Because it looked like Magellan, right? He said, no, you're not going to take it home. Well, guess what happened? The internet went out. We didn't have service for 3 days. He had to go to work. Guess what I did? I went straight over to Ann's house and got a cat. So I wrote a message, right? I said, honey, guess what? You're going to become a daddy. And he texted me right back. He said, Vic, you better be pregnant. If not, I'm going to kill that cat. That's exactly what he said. So here I am in my room, in the chair or whatever. I had Muskogee. He comes in the room and he says, Vic, you disrespected me. I said, and now, he loves the color gray, okay? He loves the color gray. Guess what color Muskogee is? Gray. All gray. So I said, oh, look at him, and all that stuff, right? And he's like, you disrespected me, blah, 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 whatever, whatever, right? And he used to call Muskogee a hellion. All that stuff, And, but he got used to it. And even with Pawnee and Cherokee, I got them from my mother-in-law's house. They were by a air conditioner. I grabbed them real quick. And how I bribed uh, Jim was I made him a steak dinner to bring to work. He works nights, right? So I made him a steak dinner, mashed potatoes and a salad. I mean, right? So he gets up, he's all groggy, all that stuff, And so I was sitting over there on the couch, and I said to him, "Honey, I got something to show you." Oh no! I said, "Honey, I made a steak dinner for work." He said, "Oh yeah, okay, whatever." And then I got the two kittens from my room, and he just looked at him. He said, "Whatever." He was too tired. But the bribe was he got a steak dinner. Sneaky, 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 right? But Cherokee's yeah, he's like whatever, But Cherokee is Daddy's boy. Cherokee, come here. You want a treat? Huh? They're both looking at me like whatever. But Cherokee is Daddy's boy. And after I gave them a better life and stuff, they love their daddy more than me. I give them like all these toys, all these electronic toys. Now they have where you plug it in and I spoil them, but I don't get no love from nobody. I'll buy them like a $100 cat tree. No love. But if I have something for them, like treats and stuff, oh yeah. He's looking at me. Come here. He's looking. But do you know what's funny? You know what's funny? We have like a massager, It looks like a gun, and whatever. So, to my back, and all of a sudden, he comes up on the nightstand, and guess what? He wants a massage. Seriously. Every time he massages my back, he comes up on the nightstand, he looks at his daddy, and sometimes he'll even swipe at Jim saying, I want a massage. And he loves the massage. But he sleeps with his daddy and everything, all stretched out and all that. It's, No, don't fool around with that. Yeah. I mean, he'll just, Cherokee, don't do that. But no, I mean, it is funny because I've never seen this cat do that in my life. But he's like the cat whisperer and stuff. So, I'll be the cow whisperer or the goat whisperer. How about that? I am going to get a cow. I, we have the room for it. I'm not talking about in a house either. I've seen videos where like they have miniature cows in a house or goats in a house or what. No, I'm not like that. I also want chicks, but then I want the chicks so the cats have something to play with. But Jim's like, well, if we ever got, chickens in a coop and stuff. Hello? 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 I was saying, I would get, the cats the baby's chicks so they have something to play with, right? But also, like Jim says, yeah, if we got chicks and whatever, in a coop and whatever, guess who would be taking care of them? Not you. He said it would be me. It would be me. Not you. I'm like, no, I wouldn't take care. No, you wouldn't, Vic. No, you wouldn't. What are you doing? I am gonna get a cow though. I am. And he said like years ago. He says, Vic, if you get a cow without telling me, uh uh I'm like, you don't tell a Jersey girl, no, don't do it because we're gonna do it anyway. You know why that is? You know why that? We're hard at it. But we had the two little black ones, like kittens, underneath the house. But he made me jealous. Oh, okay. Oh, I hope so too. I think I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna hop off. How about that? I love you and I love Lolly and stuff, friend. I enjoyed our conversation. And thanks for dropping by. I hope your back feels better. Hit me up, don't stop. Alright guys, guess what? I'm gonna hop off. Love you too, friend. Listen guys, I'm gonna get off. I really need to get some sleep before I go insane. Yeah, right on time too. Oh no! Oh my God, no! Oh my God, why? Oh my God! Oh my God! Did you guys plan this? Like, we're gonna really give it to Rocket. How's it going, Dean? Wow. Yeah, no! Oh my God. Somebody better film that because, oh my God. Get your sleep. Yeah. I can't even read this. Wait a minute. Yeah, as soon as we heard you were gonna try and go to bed, we figured we would come out and start talking. Yeah, like we're gonna show her. No, I know. I've been up for 2 days, and I've been working hard on my stream. I have all these ideas, and I think I've really been more off than I could chew. And I think it's the excitement of that, and with other things, just And I think my back is like right now. It's my pain level is like slowly rising, but yeah, I mean, sleep is important, and you know, I know when I don't get much sleep, I get very cranky and then very like Jersey tude, that. But well, here, give me a hug. I'm gonna give you a hug. Ready? Here, wait. There you go. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a shower before I go to bed, and then I'm out. I'm not going in my studio because I know if I go in there for one reason or another, I'm just gonna sit down and start doing my thing, and I can't do that. I do that with. Oh wait. Yeah, I saw the notifications, Frog. Hey, wait, Frog, wait. Here, you want a hug too? Here. There. I do it with Lolly. Last night I did it with Lolly. She broke my camera. No joke. She broke my camera. I said I was gonna ban her. Yeah, so that's my new thing now with hugging the hugging the camera. Oh, I felt it. Nice slimy, nice and slimy. You are a frog, right? All right. Oh, all right. Group hug, guys. Come on, guys. Here, hold on. Group hug. Come on. And I thought you were going to bed. Group hug. Feel the love. Feel the love. There you go. Oop. Wait, I didn't see that. Yeah, you better watch it. Lolly, you don't want to break Froggy's back. Oh, she had to help you get the dogs outside. Well, guys, it was a fun night. It was really a fun night. And I think I can rest easy now and all that. You know, I feel like I'm stuffed up. But I hugged the camera a few times too. Haha, but people know you love them. Well, this is my new thing with hugging the camera. And yeah, I appreciate all of you guys and stuff. Even if the people that come in for the first time, it's like the only thing I don't like about doing this on my cell phone is because I don't have any of my overlays, all my stuff. Well, I could do it through Streamlabs remote control and have my computer on and do it and it's too much, so I rather just do it raw and naked. You know what I mean? Stripped down. But so I try to show my appreciation as best as I can with you guys. And I do generally care. But yeah, okay, night. And you know what? We'll be here another 3 hours, and you have to go, say, get some water or, put the cat outside or whatever, and we'll still be talking, right? Because that's how we are. You have a variety. Man, oh my God, man, I can't see this. You have a variety with, oh, come on, shoot. You have a variety with lives. With your lives is nice. This is really close and personal. Yeah, I like doing streams like this, where it's just raw and naked and just stripped down. Yeah. I like it too. But when I look at myself up close, I have a pumpkin face. It feels like it's like I'm 20 pounds heavier. Like I'm 275 now or something like that. But oh well. More to love, right? No, see? We'll be here for another 3 hours. Oh, man. And you know what? You missed it. Froggy was about to hop off. I said, yeah, I'm going to hop off too. And then all of a sudden, D pops up and all that stuff. I'm like, no! I'm like, no. Love you, sis. Wow. If it's not one thing, it's the other, right? Now watch. If we all get off and stuff, because I'm going to be the last one off, someone's going to say, hi, Rocket! Whatever. Oh, my God. Good night. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Sue Ellen. Good night, Grandpa and Grandma. Good night. Love you all. And have a peaceful night. And I'll see you tomorrow. This is Rocket Weeks, everyone, coming at you live. And I'm signing off. I hope. Fingers crossed. I'm doing it now. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. 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 like it. Oh, what? Bye.